Hey everybody, today is March 1st, 2024. I'm Gene, and welcome to the Friday Hanging with Uncle show. Zane is not with us tonight because he is having a very personal day, and I just want to say happy birthday, Brittany. Hope you guys are having a good evening. So, please hit that subscribe button. Help us grow to 1,000 subscribers, and hit that like button. That thumbs up really helps let the rest of the universe know we exist out here. And if you want to be notified when we go live and put new content out there, hit that notification bell on the right. And with that, let's get into it. Kind of a shorter episode today because Zane's not here to pick up the slack, and I don't want to talk for 30 minutes by myself. So, I just want to start with the state of Illinois that has now the third state to definitively rule that Cadet Bone Spurs is barred from being on the primary ballot as a violation of the 14th Amendment, Section 3. So, to those Supremes sitting up there in the black robes who think one state is making the decision for all the other states, you're wrong. Colorado does not think that. They're just the first state or the state to be selected to be challenged and sent up to the Supreme Court, because don't forget, Maine has as well, and now the state of Illinois. There's a lot of other pending cases. Again, that's just waiting on the Supreme Court. But, again, it's just more weights are being added on the scale of voters. The voters are deciding, because the voters are the ones bringing lawsuits that do not want him on the ballot. So the voters are deciding, okay? And I think it's important to pay attention to that. So, the people's voices are being heard. They're getting louder. And I think that we need to take a listen. And the Supreme Court, if they care anything about the rule of law and the Constitution, they will listen to their amicus briefs and listen to the scholars who are recommending that they support the states' rights under the 10th Amendment to govern themselves. Because remember, we do not have a national election. There is no such thing. The states run their own elections. That's why we have secretaries of state. Okay? So now that's 3 states that have used the court system, and with evidence presented, whether that be in the form of witness testimony, video testimony, testimony of emails or text messages. 3 states have ruled that he is ineligible to be on the ballot. So let's not look at this singularly. It's not the argument that one state gets to decide. Doesn't carry any water. All right? And I want to turn now to this question of immunity. Okay? We know that Jack Smith asked the Supreme Court 2 months ago, back in January, to please expedite this, hear this once and for all, and decide. And the Supreme Court said no. We'll go through all the proper steps, because the same thing now is happening in Mar-a-Lago, which is the 11th district, instead of the D.C. court district that Judge Chutkan is under, that has already decided that immunity does not apply. You don't get it for life. Sorry, you lose. So now you have conflicting rulings going in 2 different legal chains, all headed for the same direction in the Supreme Court. And now the Supreme Court has decided they'll take up the issue on immunity and settle it once and for all. Unfortunately, they have set arguments, I think, for February 22nd, which means we'll probably have to wait till June for the decision. And that's what, another 4 months of a delay. So that's 6 months of a delay to prevent justice from being held, right? And this whole argument of immunity before or for crimes committed during office, while you're in office, you get a pass on that. So I want to talk about the genius of Alvin Bragg in the state of New York's case, because number one, this involves fraud, and it happened before he was president, because it's the hush money cover-up payments, okay? So that happened before he was president. Therefore, no immunity attaches if, for some ungodly reason in the land of Oz, the Supreme Court says immunity attaches. There's no immunity prior to being elected president. So the hush money case to pay off Stormy Daniels prior to the election in 2016 does not apply, and those state felonies cannot be pardoned by any president of the United States because they're state crimes. So the question of immunity does not apply, in the Manhattan DA's case, the one with Alvin Bragg. And that's going to go on. That starts March 25th. Nothing is going to stop it. And let the chips fall. All right? So that's kind of like what I have to say, and just the things that I've been following. I'm going to cut this short and go straight to my dumbass of the week, because once again, James Comer, chair of the Oversight Committee, Republican member of the House of Representatives from the state of Kentucky, gets Hunter Biden into a closed-door deposition, and the deposition's already been released. So let's just say the questions are along the line of drugs and addiction, nothing to do with actual impeachable offenses or anything that can attach President Biden to anything, either while he was vice president, while he was a private citizen, while he was running for president, as president. There is no connection whatsoever. And that's absolutely blatant after the transcripts coming out today from that deposition. So, I mean, let's face it, you have people like Matt Gaetz, who is asking Hunter Biden if he was ever on drugs while he was on the board of directors of Burisma. And really, Matt Gaetz, you want to go there? Somebody with a conviction for possession of cocaine, you want to ask somebody and grill them about the morals and of illicit drug possession? Shut the fuck up. You guys are a bunch of dumbasses, and you're a bunch of pot calling the kettle black. What I can tell you from the questioning from Eric Swalwell, Hunter Biden did not make billions of dollars from the Saudis while his dad was in office, like Jared Kushner did. Hunter Biden did not get, 18 or 41, I forget how many, like some ungodly amount of Chinese patents while his dad is in the White House, like Ivanka Trump did. And the list goes on and on as far as the grifting and the double standard that they want to play. It's okay if I do it, but if you do it, I'm going to hold you, to account. So just shut up. You're a bunch of hypocrites. Once again today, you had egg all over your face. You've proven nothing other than you're stupid. You can't govern. You don't know how to run an investigation. You have no evidence. Your star witnesses are under arrest by the DOJ, by the same special investigator or special prosecutor that was hired to look into Hunter Biden. The same person is the one arresting your witnesses. So you guys are stupid. I can't wait to vote Democrat in November and get rid of you dumbasses and start to, steer the ship in the right direction again. Anyway, that's all I have for this evening. I'm Gene. Thank you for hanging with Uncle. Be kind to one another and treat each other the way you want to be treated. Good night.